Yes, once again, thank you and welcome. This is Dankim. I am Daniel Kimuyu from Kenya. Today, I want us to discuss on about the credit industry in Kenya and generally in the globe, that is around the world, and more so in Africa also. Uh, there is what we call the Duplum rule, and this forms the basis of today's discussion. When it comes the definition of the Duplum rule, it stipulates it's this rule originated it started from in South Africa. It is a law that was developed or initiated from South Africa, but it has been applied in many other countries as a policy, as a credit policy, and to the extent it has been adopted as a common principle in the credit industry. And also in Kenya, the High Court, it ruled that Duplum rule becomes part of our credit policies. That is the laws that govern our credit. If you were to get into credit industry, it is a law that you need to observe. What is Duplum rule? It is a rule that stipulates that the debt will cease to accrue arrears, or it will stop to accrue interest rates or penalties, the accrual of any loan or any debt in simplicity. It should stop accruing when the total amount accrued is double the principal amount. This one, it means you cannot pay a loan two times what you borrowed. In exactness, if you borrowed amount X, if you ignore paying that loan and it eats 2x, that is the maximum allowable amount that you can pay for a certain loan. In Kenya, this is a rule that has been highly abused, misused, ignored, and also misinterpreted by many. Most of our commercial banks under the Bankers Act, they observe this rule, and because they are under the central bank regulation, they fully observe this rule. Most of the circles do, and for that matter, some of the microfinances. But we have what I want to form also to think deeper is about the credit only microfinances, the non-deposit taking microfinances. These are microfinances that they don't take your money. They only lend to you, and any money that you give to them is the amount that you are paying. Any amount that you give to those microfinances is only when you are paying back your loan. Those are called non-deposit taking microfinances, or MFIs, or credit only. That is the only service they provide, they offer. What is the principal amount in this case? The brainwash and the conmanship, which I'll entitle it as daylight robbery by microfinances from innocent Kenyans whose mistake is to trust such microfinances. The conmanship, it starts by the time they are disbursing the loan. You get amount lower than what you applied. This is against the law. They apply deductions, processing fee, and then remember, they tell you about you signed an agreement. An agreement that is against the public policy. It is termed as a void agreement. You cannot make someone sign an agreement that is against the credit policy and say you can enforce it, because that is where many Kenyans and many people, they are misled, because you just signed. You think that you are tied to that. Your signature is not law. Law is above your signature. It is the sealing of everyone, every institution, and every country. Don't be forced because you signed something. Because suppose you sign something saying you'll be decapitated, that is, you'll be decapitated or be hanged. You sign a law that you allow something which is illegal. Nobody should proceed to carry such an activity because of the signature you embedded on a paper. Your paper doesn't legalize anything which is illegal. And this is where microfinance will do you like you signed without reading. It was their responsibility even to make you understand that what you are signing. In fact, if you signed without reading and they never meant to understand before, this is also, it justifies the conmanship, the con, where it is. They start conning you from the time you are signing that agreement. But the time, there comes a time when the darkness cannot reign over light anymore. When the light appears, the darkness punishes. And this is a time to bring light into our microfinances, into our society. We need to shout it on the rooftops and the mountains about this policy, because most Kenyans have been duped into taking logbook loans, and after taking logbook loan, you pay, and at a given point, you start, maybe you face a challenge, then this microfinance will call you, come, because they pretend like they care about you. Come, we'll restructure this loan. This loan, what will you mean restructuring? Even they will pretend like they care much about you. They will tell you, we will waive some penalties so that it can go back to the principal amount that you took, so that they can restructure it. It can start running on a new loan term. This is also illegal. It is a con, because they have created a new principal amount without issuing you or adding you any money. Despite the amount you had paid and the balance that you had, they now recreate and they forget the history part of it. Now you are charged on a new principle that has been recreated on the paper, on a computer. And now you start paying, and you think these people, they are offering customer care, they love you, they care about you. You come another time, second time, they also do you come again with restructure. You think these people, they have the best approach. But what you don't know is that they are inserting a needle into your ass. And you think they are injecting medicine. That is not true. These people are there to profit from you, and they don't care about you. At the end, when they check on their system and they have made enough profit from you, and maybe they can see you have started realizing you have paid them a lot, now their focus, it will shift to the asset. If it is a vehicle, they will shift to the vehicle. They will engage auctioneers. They will work with rogue police officers, rogue DCI officers, to enforce illegalities on innocent Kenyans, to repossess motor vehicles of innocent Kenyans. They will come to your house, they will arrest you, they will just make you go through hell, just because the only mistake you did is to trust the con microfinance. These people, they have become like demigods. They don't care. They will insult. At that point, if you face even the director or the owner of the company, he has no or she has no time for you. He or she will insult you like a child. he or she will chase you outside, go, because he has corrupted all the way to the top. The system is corrupt, and it makes the entire society corrupt. And that is why we are finding ourselves in such evil microfinances. They have brought many from the top to the bottom. They have crippled families. They have led families to poverty. And this is something that our members of parliament, our representatives, they are blind, because they are beneficiaries to some extent of such systems. They are blind to that. They cannot regulate against such practices which are totally illegal.